Hudson and Rex Season 8 has dropped a trailer that left fans gasping for air. The biggest question on everyone's mind right now: is Detective Charlie Hudson dead? The trailer wastes no time pulling us into pure panic. In the very first seconds, we see Rex, the loyal German shepherd, barking like never before, his eyes searching, his body tense, almost desperate. Then, a shot of Charlie flashes across the screen. He looks trapped, caught in a situation that feels far more dangerous than anything we've seen before. The music underneath grows louder, heavier, each beat pounding like a warning dot, and then it happens, the moment that shook fans everywhere. A shadow, a sudden collapse, and Rex letting out a heartbreaking howl. The screen cuts to black. No explanation, no comfort, just silence. It's the kind of editing choice that leaves you clutching your seat, wondering if you just witnessed the unthinkable. What makes this moment so powerful is not just what we see, but what we don't see. We never actually witness Charlie's fate clearly. Instead, the trailer feeds us fragments: Rex sprinting through dark alleys, the team looking shocked, and Charlie's badge on the ground as if he's gone. This careful tease is designed to fuel theories and set social media on fire, and it's working. Fans are already arguing, is this the end of Charlie, or is the show simply pulling one of its classic tricks? The editing style adds to the mystery. Quick cuts, sudden pauses, and lingering shots of Rex's reaction. We've seen Rex loyal, brave, and protective before, but this time there's something different. His desperation feels real. As viewers, we feel Rex's fear, and that makes the possibility of Charlie's death all the more believable. And then, almost cruelly, the trailer gives us a glimpse of the team. They're standing in the police station, their faces pale, their eyes full of disbelief. It looks like they've just received terrible news. But again, the trailer never says it outright. No one mentions Charlie's name, no one confirms his fate. It's all suggestion, all smoke and mirrors. The brilliance of this opening is how it traps us in suspense. It makes us question everything we know about the show. Could they really kill off their lead character? Would the writers dare to take such a risk? Or is this just a bold marketing move to keep fans glued to the screen? By the end of the first section of the trailer, one thing is certain: the stakes have never been higher. Season 8 promises to be darker, more emotional, and far more dangerous than anything we've seen before. And whether Charlie lives or dies, one thing is clear: nothing will ever be the same again. Asterisk. The trailer doesn't just shock us with Charlie's possible death, it layers every second with tension, leaving us with more questions than answers. After the chilling opening, we're thrown into a rapid sequence of scenes that feel like puzzle pieces scattered across the floor. None of them fully connect, but each one hints at danger, betrayal, and heartbreak. First, we see Rex in action. He's not just running this time, he's sprinting, leaping over obstacles, charging down dark alleys with a kind of desperate energy that screams urgency. His ears are pinned back, his bark sharp and piercing, echoing like an alarm in the night. It's as if Rex knows something terrible has happened, and he's racing against time to stop it. The camera lingers on his face, capturing every flicker of emotion in his eyes. For fans who know Rex as not just a dog, but a partner, a friend, and a protector, this is gut-wrenching. Then the mood shifts. We see the team back at the station. Joe's expression is heavy, his jaw clenched, his eyes carrying a storm of worry. Sarah looks pale, her voice cracking as she says something we can't quite hear over the trailer's pounding music. And Jesse, usually the lighthearted balance in the group, is frozen, his face blank, like he can't even process what's happening. These are not just co-workers, they're family. And the way the trailer shows their grief without naming its source is what makes the suspense unbearable. But just as the weight of sorrow starts to settle, the trailer twists the knife again. A scene flashes, a car crash. Broken glass scattered across asphalt, headlights still flickering, smoke curling into the night sky. A single figure lies motionless nearby, but the camera cuts away before we see who it is. Was it Charlie? Was it someone else? The trailer refuses to give answers. The intensity builds with every cut. A masked figure appears in a shadowy warehouse, moving with cold precision. A gun is cocked, footsteps echo, doors slam. Every shot is short, fast, and brutal. We don't know if this figure is tied to Charlie's fate, but the implication is clear. Season 8 has a villain more dangerous than anything the team has faced. What's fascinating is how the trailer balances action with silence. In between the chaos, there are moments of eerie stillness, shots of empty hallways. Rex sitting alone, staring at a door that will never open, or Sarah holding Charlie's badge in her trembling hands. These pauses make the action even more powerful. They remind us that Hudson and Rex isn't just about chasing criminals, it's about loyalty, friendship, and the fear of losing someone you love. Then comes one of the most haunting images of the entire trailer: Rex howling under the moonlight. The sound echoes, almost primal, filled with grief and rage. The screen flashes with words, "This season." Everything changes. It feels final. It feels devastating. And yet it feels like a challenge, daring the audience to guess what's really going on. By the time the trailer reaches its final moments, the suspense is almost unbearable. A single line of dialogue slips through the noise: Joe's voice, low and trembling. "He's gone." The screen cuts to black, leaving only the sound of Rex's growl fading into silence. But here's the clever trick. Trailers are designed to deceive. We don't know if Joe's line is about Charlie or if it's from an entirely different case. We don't know if the figure by the car was really him, or if the badge on the ground was just bait for fans. What we do know is that the editing is masterful, every second designed to make us doubt, to make us fear, and to make us desperate for answers. When Season 8 begins, this breakdown reveals a trailer crafted not just to promote a season, but to create a storm. It's a riddle, a mystery, and a promise all at once. And it leaves us with one question we can't stop asking: has Charlie truly met his end, or is this just the beginning of his most dangerous case yet? When the trailer for Hudson and Rex Season 8 dropped, it didn't just give fans something to watch, it gave them something to argue about. The internet has exploded with theories, each one more dramatic than the last. And the central question behind them all is the same: is Detective Charlie Hudson really dead? Or is this just the writers playing with our emotions? The first and most obvious theory is the darkest one. Charlie is gone. The trailer shows too many hints: Rex's desperate howl, Sarah's broken expression, Joe's chilling line. He's gone. Fans who believe this theory argue that the writers may finally be making a bold, game-changing move. Killing off Charlie would not just shock viewers, it would change the entire foundation of the series. It would force Rex and the team into uncharted territory, filled with grief and anger. But this theory has holes. Hudson and Rex has always been a show about loyalty, about partnership, about the bond between a man and his dog. To rip Charlie away for good feels almost too cruel, too final. The second theory is that Charlie isn't dead at all, but rather he's been kidnapped. This one has gained massive traction among fans. The car crash, the shadowy figure, the badge left behind, these all feel like classic signs of abduction. If this is true, then Rex's desperate search isn't just mourning, it's survival. The season could then focus on the team racing against time to rescue their friend, while Rex follows every clue with his unmatched instincts. This theory gives the writers plenty of room for high-stakes drama without permanently losing their lead. Another popular idea is the undercover twist. Some fans believe Charlie has staged his own death to go deep undercover on a case that's too dangerous for the rest of the team to know about. The badge on the ground? A plant, Rex's howl? A moment of genuine confusion. The team's grief? Real, but manipulated for the sake of the mission. This would explain the secrecy, the half-shown images, and the vague dialogue. After all, Hudson and Rex has used deception before, why not again? Of course, there are those who think the trailer is one giant misdirection. They argue that nothing in it should be taken at face value. Trailers are notorious for rearranging scenes, cutting dialogue out of context, and crafting illusions to stir up buzz. Maybe Joe's line about "he's gone" isn't about Charlie at all. Maybe the figure on the ground isn't him. Maybe Rex's howl belongs to an entirely different moment. If this theory is correct, then the trailer is less about Charlie's fate and more about reminding fans that this show thrives on tension. The Then there's the wild card theory, the idea that Season 8 will open with Charlie injured but alive, setting off a storyline where he struggles with recovery while Rex and the team handle cases in his absence. This would give the writers a chance to explore vulnerability, teamwork, and resilience while still keeping Charlie in the picture. It also fits the emotional tone of the trailer: heartbreak without closure, loss without certainty. What makes these theories so fascinating is how passionately fans defend them. Online forums are filled with debates, memes, and emotional posts. Some fans refuse to believe Charlie is gone, insisting that the bond between Hudson and Rex is unbreakable. Others argue that the very strength of that bond makes this the perfect moment for tragedy, because the loss would hit harder than anything else. The beauty of the trailer is that it supports all of these theories. It's carefully edited to be just vague enough, just emotional enough, to let fans project their fears and hopes onto it. And that's the genius of Hudson and Rex. It's not just about solving crimes, it's about the characters, their relationships, and the possibility of losing them. So where does that leave us? Standing in the middle of a storm of speculation, waiting for answers. Is Charlie truly dead? Has he been taken? Is he hiding in the shadows of an undercover mission? Or is this all just one of television's greatest tricks? No matter which theory turns out to be true, one thing is guaranteed: the writers have already won. They've made us care, they've made us argue, and they've made us desperate for the truth. The trailer leaves us hanging on a knife's edge. By the final frame, we don't know if Charlie Hudson is alive, dead, missing, or hiding in plain sight. All we know is this: Season 8 of Hudson and Rex is about to rewrite everything we thought we knew about the show. The emotions running through those brief flashes are impossible to ignore. Rex's howl isn't just the sound of a dog, it's the sound of loyalty tested to its breaking point. It's grief, it's rage, it's hope. Sarah's pale face, Jesse's shock, Joe's haunted eyes, these aren't just colleagues reacting to bad news. They're family staring down the possibility of losing someone who holds them all together. The trailer doesn't just suggest danger, it promises heartbreak, but here's the truth every fan needs to hold on to. Trailers are meant to manipulate us. They're crafted like magic tricks full of smoke, mirrors, and carefully placed distractions. Maybe Charlie is gone. Maybe he isn't. Maybe this is a final goodbye, or maybe it's the beginning of his most dangerous mission yet. The only way to know for sure is to watch Season 8 unfold, piece by piece. What's certain is that Hudson and Rex has never been this intense. For 7 seasons, the show has balanced warmth and humor with crime and mystery. We've watched Rex leap fences, sniff out criminals, and save lives. We've watched Charlie guide the team with quiet strength. But this trailer signals a shift. Season 8 won't just be about catching the bad guys, it will be about survival, sacrifice, and the very soul of the team. And that's what makes this moment so gripping. If Charlie is truly dead, the series will explore the unthinkable. How does Rex go on without him? How does a family of detectives fight for justice while carrying the weight of grief? But if Charlie is alive, whether kidnapped, undercover, or simply in hiding, then Season 8 becomes a race against time, a desperate fight to bring him home. Either way, the stakes have never been higher. As fans, this is where we come in. The theories, the debates, the predictions, they're all part of the experience. Shows like Hudson and Rex thrive on community, on the way viewers dissect every frame, every line, every clue. The trailer has done its job. It's made us talk, argue, and care more than ever. Now, it's our turn to keep the conversation alive until the truth is revealed. So here's the question for you. What do you think really happened to Charlie Hudson? Is this the end of the road or just the start of his most dangerous chapter yet? Drop your theories in the comments, share your predictions with fellow fans, and let's unravel this mystery together. And if you're as hooked as we are, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because when Season 8 arrives, you won't want to miss a single second of the drama, the heartbreak, and the truth that's waiting to come out. Season 8 of Hudson and Rex isn't just another season, it's a turning point. A moment that could change everything we know about this partnership, this team, and this show. Whether Charlie lives or dies, one thing is certain: nothing will ever be the same again.